Now, before we go on to our top story for this afternoon, remember you can always watch us live on Facebook at TV47 Kenya and interact with us at TV47 Kenya across all social media platforms. And the news begins right now. Officials of Bennett Ventures on the companies linked with the KEMSA scandal are currently before the National Assembly's Public Investment Committee. The company is said to have lacked capacity to handle a 180 million shillings tender, which they were given by the authority. Let's cross over to Parliament and listen in.
Oh,
I'm not sure about me or him.
Oh, good.
Yeah. One of us, either.
But I just asked who went. You said it was you.
Yes.
So how could it be possible that it could be either you or you?
Oh my God.
Huh? No, I just want to get to who signed the register. Who signed the register?
Maybe if the register is there, we can confirm.
But I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Of course, I can be able to get to
You can check.
I'm just asking.
Just a point of order.
No, just hold on, Vice, please. And Raha, please switch off your microphone as well, and Vice.
Point of order, so that I don't lose.
Just a minute. Write it down, Vice. I'll let you know. I just need to get simple. You told me that you're the one who went.
Yes.
So now, are you changing your testimony that it is you did not go?
No, I am not changing, but...
Who went to KEMSA to collect the letter?
Okay, all the visits to KEMSA we were together.
So
Okay, all the visits?
All the visits, yes.
And how many visits were there?
the day...
Just a minute.
Can I just count with you? The day of... when I was taking this letter, that was the first visit. The second one was when I was going to collect the commitment letter. Then the third one is when we were called for negotiation.
Okay.
And then the last one is when we went to sign the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in total it's 4?
Yes.
4 visits?
Yeah.
Okay. So my last question to you, Honorable Babu asked you a question.
Yeah.
This money, was it sent by RTGS or it was a check? I just want to confirm that you cannot do a check of 180 million. So it was definitely RTGS, isn't it? Where are your banks?
Middle East.
Middle East Bank. Please, I'd like the clerks to take note of this. Which branch?
Milimani.
Kilimani branch. You're the sole owner of this company, right? Who are the signatories to this account?
I am the signatory.
With?
For this account, yeah.
With who else?
But during... I got these goods on credit. So during that time, the owner of the goods asked me to enjoin him.
Who was that?
The owner of the goods is Shop and Buy.
So Shop and Buy engaged themselves to be a signatory into this account as well?
For this transaction only.
I understand.
Yeah.
So Shop and Buy engaged themselves to become a signatory as well?
Yeah, because...
Who at Shop and Buy?
Huh?
Who at Shop and Buy?
The owner.
Who?
James.
Just give us the full name, please.
James Chelule is the owner.
Okay. James Chelule enjoined you...
requested if he's giving us goods on credit, he requested...
You have an MOU on that?
No, that was the only way he could secure his money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chair,
for this particular transaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chair, they were taking some goods from Shop and Buy.
Yes. On
that
credit.
is, they were taking the goods from Shop and Buy on credit.
Yes.
And that is why James became one of the signatory.
Yes, that's what she's saying. Yes.
For this transaction only.
Without any formal arrangements or agreement on that?
No, there was
Chair.
no.
So it was just
okay,
verbal.
all right, honorable members, let's have a bit of order. I think, Babu, let's have...
Before I forget.
Just for the same...
No. What we do, let's just have a bit of order. This is the part where you will... I think you need a pen and paper. All right?
Chair,
let's have Robbie. From Robbie, we have Babu. Yes?
Chair, with the guidance...
Just switch off your microphone, please.
Chair, with the guidance... if you can remember, even James said in this committee that
he supplied them.
No, he borrowed from Bennett.
No. I just wanted to be on record that what is.
An interesting session there from Parliament. Do stay tuned in our subsequent bulletins for a detailed report on that story. Now moving on, a post-mortem is currently underway on the bodies of the 3 people who were recently found dead at the government houses along Jogoo Road, Nairobi. The 3, a mother and her 8-year-old son and her boyfriend, were found dead in her house on Tuesday. David Mudhoka is at the Chiromo mortuary where the post-mortem is currently taking place and now joins us live. Mudhoka, what do we know so far?
A very good afternoon to you, Ruth Mulandi. It is not quite a good afternoon here. It is actually a somber afternoon for friends and families of the 3 slain people found at a house at the government quarters at Jogoo Road in Buruburu. It is not quite, as I mentioned yet, it is not quite a good afternoon here because they are actually waiting for a report by examiners and investigators who are looking into what might have caused the deaths of Charity Cheboi, Hassan, and a man believed to have had an affair with Charity, who were found actually on Tuesday dead at an apartment at the government quarters in Jogoo Road. So examiners, investigators led by government pathologist Johansen Odor are actually inside here at the Chiromo mortuary looking into what might have caused the deaths of the 3 people who were found at that particular apartment on Tuesday morning. We expect a statement from them in a few minutes or an hour from now, and that will be actually a step forward in closing one of the chapters in a death, or rather in murders that shook the country earlier this week. Remember, Ruth Mulandi, if you can remember correctly, on Tuesday, Charity Cheboi and her son were found lying at their house, and to be precise, at their bedroom, dead there. And then the man who also found at the bathroom at that particular house, his hands, legs tied with a laptop cable. And the 2 actually are suspected, that is Cheboi and her son, are suspected to have been killed or rather poisoned. But we expect, those are just initial reports, Ruth. We expect a final report, a very conclusive one on what might have caused the deaths of the 3. So it is a story that is developing. If that report doesn't come within the hour, or rather within our bulletin, we anticipate to keep our viewers informed on the proceedings here at the Chiromo mortuary. I am David Mudhoka on behalf of my camera person Noreen Mumbi. Back to you in studio, Ruth Mulandi.
Thank you for that detailed update there from Chiromo, David Mudhoka. And it is a sad case indeed, a sad state of affairs. And pole sana to the families and friends of the deceased. Now, moving on, Stephen Wangondu, who allegedly hired hitmen to kill his 32-year-old son, David Mwangi, will spend 5 more days in police custody after a Nyeri court gave the prosecution 1 more week to conclude investigations. The prosecution had asked Principal Magistrate Matthews Okuche that they are yet to finalize their investigations that would help them charge the suspect with murder. It is alleged that Wangondu paid 3 men, including his driver, a sum of 160,000 shillings to attack and kill his son on 31st of December last year. The father fell out with his son after the deceased realized his father was having an affair with his wife. Wangondu and the 3 suspects will remain in police custody until March 2nd, when their case will be mentioned.
I've considered the application in entirety, and for the reasons that I've given in my ruling, find that the prosecution's application is meritorious and order that the suspects be held in custody for a period of 5 days from the date hearing, that the matter be mentioned after 5 days from today.
Now, elsewhere, Senate Majority Leader Samuel Pogisho has lauded county assemblies for passing the BBI bill, saying the Senate is ready to receive and debate the draft bill to fasten the referendum process. Pogisho added that if passed, the constitutional amendment bill will promote an equitable distribution of resources across the country through the counties. At least 21 counties have passed the BBI bill, with only 2, Nandi and Baringo, rejecting the bill.
Everything now is going through BBI. BBI was already passed by so many counties. I don't know what the number today is, but past the 24 counties. And so it's now going to come to us in the Senate and the National Assembly, so that we have a referendum bill, and then we now go to the people. And so it's easier for us to sell that to the people if projects like this are going on among them, so I have to support them also. So we are moving to the next phase, and I hope that we can make sure that the referendum goes through, so we benefit as county governments. We benefit here at home with, I think, the much improved distribution of resources by the national government. So I would like to use the same opportunity, to thank the counties that have passed BBI, and now to say we move on to support this initiative. When he retires, we will not forget him, because this is one of the legacy things, and the things in the BBI are part of the legacy. And so when we support that legacy, we will be something that we will remember him for when he has left office, and to usher in a new set of.
And a Baringo resident wants the board of Central Rift Valley Waterworks Development Agency disbanded after challenging the appointment of the board members by Water Cabinet Secretary Cecily Kariuki. Through his lawyer Vincent Kemboi, Laban Rotich has faulted CS Kariuki for disbanding the defunct Rift Valley Waterworks Development Agency in 2009 that saw it split into North Rift and Central Rift Valley Waterworks agencies. According to the Cabinet High Court Judge Justice Bonwonga, the respondents among the 5 members of the board and CS Kariuki have until next month to respond to the suit application, with the case set to be mentioned again on March 25th.
In the premises, I hereby grant the adjournment sought for only 20 days, within which the respondents will file their responses, while bearing in mind that this is an urgent matter of public interest.
Now, Kenyans have been urged to respond to the SMS from the Ministry of Interior requiring them to indicate where they would wish to pick their Huduma number cards. According to Garissa Assistant County Commissioner Spinka Mokori, many Kenyans have already started receiving the SMS, but few have responded.
To come for these cards, we have made the system very easy. Once the card is ready, we ask you where you want it to be sent. We don't want to assume that where you registered is where you are. So we ask you where the card is going to be sent. And again, when we send the card there, again we tell you that your card has been sent to this office, basically the NRB offices. So I don't see why Kenyans should not come out and pick these cards. And again, I'm asking the people to avoid the last minute rush like we are used to, because we have from now up to until December to get the cards before they start being operational.
At least 850 students and college-going youth in tertiary institutions in Ruai Ward have benefited from bursary funds from Nairobi County Government worth 3.5 million shillings that will go a long way in giving them skills to enable them compete in the current job market. Nairobi County Education CEC Janet Muthoni Ouko, while issuing the bursaries, urged Nairobi residents to work hand in hand with Nairobi Metropolitan Services NMS to bring more services and opportunities to the people. They also issued 3,000 copies of the BBI report to the youth to understand the contents of the report.
Wako na furaha ni kwa sababu pesa imekuwa released ikakuja kwa wananchi, na hiyo ndio ile kitu yenye ni ya muhimu sana, and I think that is the only thing that citizens of this country care about, how money and services can get to them. na ningependa kushukuru sana the president because of his intervention. Tumeona Nairobi ikianza kufunguka because of NMS and at least the kind of stability we are seeing now, the leadership in the county, money can be able to be released na ifikie wananchi, and that's why you're seeing hata vijana wamepata pesa, they will go for driving school because that is the essence of government, supporting citizens, service delivery ifikie wananchi, and that is what you're hearing them saying. Wamesikia kwamba through BBI there is going to be more money ikifikia wananchi. Mbona sasa watu wanaweza pinga?
Mimi nimefurahia design ametuletea hii mambo, vijana wamesaidiwa na wafaidika, wataendesha magari, na kuna wale wengi zaidi ambao tunawaambia usikufe moyo because hujapata driving nini. Kuna next time utapata. Next time ukipata, sisi ambao tunatambua, ambao tunaaminia BBI ni njia tu ya kupita kwenda bingu.
Na ngoja tu bunge ipitishe. Na naomba wabunge wasilegelegee na hii BBI, waipitishe haraka vile tulifanya kama Nairobi County, wafanye vile tulifanya kama Nairobi County, waipitishe, Senate ipitishe, na sisi tuendelee kwa ground kuambia wananchi ni umuhimu. Kwa sababu nimesema mimi nilipiga kura ya BBI yes, kwa sababu nimesoma na nimeelewa umuhimu na faida ya watu wa Ruai.
And now we take a short break, but we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Hey!
They say the way to the heart is through the stomach. This month of love, Throwdown shares with you those amazing food ideas for that candlelit dinner and picnic date. Learn those dining etiquette and avoid those embarrassing moments every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. What's the perfect way to kickstart your day in the morning? Well, apart from having a healthy breakfast, the Morning Cafe is all you need. We will inform you on what's happening on the roads, dive deeper into the newspapers, alongside heated political debates.
What do you have to fight in the order? Yes. Order.
Did you know that your greatest wealth is health?
Then we start eating right, and that's what I do in my clinic.
With some good Friday vibes. The Morning Cafe with Linda Alela, Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on TV 47. On the Grind, we bring you different entrepreneurs who give the story of their businesses with love and passion.
I'm a musician forever. This is something that is inborn.
It excites me each day. It's a field that has always excited me.
Because when you show love to your business, it will show love to you.
The most rewarding bit of being a photographer is seeing a bride able to see her images of
untold stories.
Now welcome back, and in case you're just watching, joining us, this is Newsfeed with me, Ruth Mulandi, and you can also watch us live on Facebook on TV 47 Kenya and interact with us on TV 47 Kenya across all social media platforms. Now moving on, the Kenya National Qualifications Authority Director General Dr. Juma Muhanwa has warned that they are weeding out all holders of fake academic certificates. Speaking during the graduation of one 124 scaffolders at Africa Oil and Gas Company in Miritini, Mombasa County. Muhanwa said his Education Regulating Authority has intensified its fight to make sure only genuine graduates are allowed to work within the county and across borders, adding that those found with fake academic papers will be prosecuted.
Aspects of the training by toolkits. For the welding procedures.
One of the issues that we are looking at is the issue of quality of education and also to ensure that the skills that this country needs to go to the next level of industrialization are available in this country. And for this to happen, one of the areas that we've seen a challenge in is that we have had situations where our national polytechnics and the technical training institutes are bringing or graduating people that do not have skills to do the things that are claimed on the certificates. So as an authority, we are working very hard to ensure that only people who have competence to do and skills to do what the certificate claims are given those certificates.
And the Kenya Breweries Limited has unveiled a Digeo Bartenders Academy, whose aim is to upscale, build capacity and trade engagement to Kenyan bartenders. The academy intends to train 10,000 bartenders in the country over the next 4 months. The launch comes at a time when Kenya is quickly becoming the preferred destination for business and leisure, with hotel owners increasingly scouting for bartenders with increased professionalism and efficiency in delivering quality service. Speaking at a media event in Nairobi, KBL Commercial Director Joel Kamau said that the program will sharpen the skills of bartenders in Kenya. The launch coincided with World Bartenders Day, which was marked in Nairobi, Mombasa, Thika, Kisumu, and Nakuru.
So today we are there as Kenya Breweries, one of our biggest partners who give the world and every consumer a fantastic experience, are the bartenders, our mixologists, and today we wanted to cheer them and to see a fantastic job they are doing to give consumers a great experience. But also the second thing we've taken advantage of this day is to launch the Digeo Academy. Now the reason we do this thing is for three things. One is to ensure that we are upscaling the bartenders across the country. The second is to give them skills that are able to set them apart from anyone else, and then they can change that skill either in Kenya, if they're in London, in the UK, wherever else in the world. Those will be standards that are known. And the last one is due to using the Digeo Academy, we give them an opportunity to get into the World Bar Academy competition. And that one gives them an opportunity to compete across the world and become one of the most celebrated bartenders in the whole world.
Now, due to COVID-19 pandemic, most of the businesses were affected negatively as others shut down. But the financial institutions are counting profits as majority of Kenyans opted to go for loans to sustain themselves. Kiambu Unity Finance, K-Unity, has announced a 1.6 billion shilling profit in the year 2020. Kiambu Unity Finance, whose majority of its shareholders are farmers, held their annual general meeting as they look forward to invest more in the new technology to enable their over 90,000 members to have efficient and quick services.
Capital 10.5%.
Despite the COVID, last year was very challenging, but despite COVID, we were able to grow. Profitability improved by 14% from the previous year. Deposit also grew by 10%. Annual dividend, we have paid annual dividend at 10.4%, which is very commendable, knowing that it was a very, very hard year for us. K-Unity has also embraced technology through its robust mobile platform, agency banking, and also external money transfer to other banks. K-Unity has also is very innovative. It has very innovative products which suit our members, and we have seen the uptick of loans going up. Obviously, we are going to go on. Come next year, maybe it will be something close to 6 billion. And what I was saying